Hi folks, and welcome to Hot Off the Press, the right way up this week. My name's Perry.
And I'm Emma.
And we're here to chat about all the stuff that's going on in the Murraylands. It's been a while since we've done one of these.
It has been. It's been a little while, but We're back and we're ready to inform you all of what's been going on.
Busy couple of weeks.
Yep.
Emma was on KI for a little bit as well.
Yes.
Happy days. Now, back here in Murray Bridge, in the Murraylands, there's a new anchor tenant at the Murray Bridge Green Shopping Centre.
Which is, drumroll please, it's Foodland.
Yes.
Drake's Foodland are heading into the Murray Bridge Green end of the year to early next year. They aim to be opening, so...
The rumours were true all along.
Yes, they were.
Yes, so we're glad to be able to finally reveal that information. Another supermarket, some more competition. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. I tell you, one of my favourite stories that I've done this week was actually a surprise one to me. I rang up, I spoke to Stuart Kiddo, who's the principal at South School here in Murray Bridge, about Wakakiri. This is a dance performance, or a performance that the students did, and they did a version of the Thomas Foods Fire. They told that story through dance and music and
sounds amazing.
Things like that. And you know, I got to see a rehearsal of this a couple of weeks ago, and it was really, really awesome. Actually, really powerful and emotional. And this week, speaking to Mr. Kiddo, the principal, he just spoke so powerfully about how kids have such potential, and it's great to see them realising their own, what they can do. And so have a read of that story. If you're online, you might not have seen it just yet. It's going to come up on our Facebook page tonight, but you can go straight to our website and have a look. And I recommend you do. It's really inspiring. Speaking of inspiring...
Yes, I went to Murray Bridge High yesterday and I spoke to some girls who were taking part in a STEM Sisters course at Adelaide Uni and Microsoft, and it's all part of a scholarship which 6 students from Murray Bridge High School, they were successful in receiving last year. Apparently they had the highest rate of success with that particular STEM scholarship. So I spoke to these 2 students and how they're preparing for careers in the STEM field, and it's just, really inspiring to see young people aiming high, and
that's
so
neat. Check
that story out and see what they got up to.
Hello to Kels, hello to Julie, hello to Laura. Thanks for watching. Glad you guys are tuning back in after we've been absent for a couple of weeks. Lots happening this weekend. It's footy and netball finals are starting locally in the River Murray. On Saturday they'll be played at Jervois. It'll be Manham and Jervois in the footy, and Imps and Maipo, the Imperial Juggernaut, in the netball. Who can stop them? Maybe no one, we'll see, but I'm sure that Maipo are going to give it a real red hot go. The elimination games are being played on Sunday at Tailem Bend. That's Ramblers versus Maipo in the footy, and Ramblers versus Meningi in the netball, so I'm sure the Red Army will be down there. Good luck to all you guys who are participating, and bad luck to you guys who didn't quite make it this year. Next year, onwards and upwards.
Onwards and upwards, that's right. And speaking of onwards and upwards, we've got, I just went to Unity and I spoke to their pedal pre-team.
Lots of stuff happening in schools this week, isn't
lots of stuff happening. It's getting to that crunch time where it's a couple of weeks left to go before the big event, and spoke to the team, how they're preparing. They're currently placed second overall, so they're doing really well.
That's neat.
And they're aiming for that top spot. We've got Vula.
Hi there, Vula. How you going?
Hi, Vula. She's in the Gold Coast at the moment, so
I hope it's nice
up there.
You know, we've just come out the back here to do this video. We're back out in the press behind our office, and as soon as we stepped out here, the roof is creaking and the wind is shaking, and I feel like that chilly weather's just starting to come through, so we'll get the jumpers on in a minute. Hopefully some rain. Let us know what it's like where you are. How did last night's meeting with Tony Passon go? Yes. So last night there was a community meeting in Murray Bridge with the member for Barker. Obviously there was a pretty eventful week in federal politics last week. And so it was interesting to note that there wasn't much vitriol at this meeting last night. The people who are upset about the way things were handled, for the most part, didn't come along to the meeting. It was a lot of Liberal Party supporters, more the traditional base that you might expect. And so it was a discussion a lot about policy and things like that, more so than frustration at the change from Mr Turnbull to Mr Morrison in the Prime Minister's office. I'll be writing up a story about that in the next day or so, so keep your eyes out on murrayvalleystandard.com.au. Speaking of political things, another thing I'll be doing in the next week is going into the state budget lockup next Tuesday. So for Fairfax Media across the state, we'll have 2 or 3 people in that lockup. So we go into, that's been the convention centre in years past, I think it's somewhere different this year. But myself and a couple of my colleagues will go into this room and we get handed this wad of budget papers, and you've got a few hours to kind of go through them and dig out all the stuff that's going to be relevant to regional SA and particularly to the Murraylands. And then at 3 o'clock they let you out and everyone gets on their phones and laptops and publishes all their stories. So 3 o'clock next Tuesday, or 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, around then, we'll have some content up at murrayvalleystandard.com.au about what's in the state budget for us. Of course, we're crossing fingers for a certain hospital in Murray Bridge. Adrian Pedrick says that even he doesn't know at this stage, or certainly yesterday, whether the hospital was going to be included, but I think there will be a lot of crossed fingers around this part of the world. Of course, if there's anything else that you reckon that we should be writing about, then give us a buzz on 8532 8000 or leave your comment below. Otherwise, have yourselves a lovely week.
That's it from us, and we'll catch you next week.
Yes, hopefully. See ya.
See ya.